Awesome. Here we are, guys. Can you confirm that you can see us live, please? In the chat there. Yes. Confirm. Monroe. Absolutely. I'm just seeing that it says yes, probably having tech issues, but interesting. Can you see us? Okay, good. Awesome. I was worried for a minute there because, tech can be fun sometimes. So it's here with the lovely Seraphina again. Hello, Seraphina. Yeah,
Hello,
I've got a
Tanya.
day. Just so excited. Already some high vibrations this morning. So it's been a beautiful, intense, stunning week. And Seraphina, you shared something with me. Do you want to share with the group about the healings you've been doing and how things are happening really fast now?
Yeah, I'm just finding like more and more people are just starting to shift super, super quick, especially with the quantum healing. I don't venture too far outside of what I've got, what I can do. So for me, just working with clients and seeing people on TikTok lives, like it's like you do that healing and it's instantaneous. And then bringing in all new aspects of healing it too is just about really honing in your own skills and bringing it forward. You don't have to have a fancy modality unless you really want to go and do that work with somebody, which I recommend if you're kind of sitting on the fence. But it is about honing in energy and just being able to share it, and just massive change and shifts for people. Massive.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, we've been talking too about the different. So it comes in when we do healing on someone, it comes into their field and it's energetic. And then sometimes it can take a little bit to tap into the actual physical. And it's up to you to also embrace it. But I'm finding that's happening faster. People can feel right away a lot of the time. Depends on how connected you are with your body. And so all of what's going on and what everyone's desiring in the now moment has to do with your physical body. It's not just the thoughts and everything. It's also the feeling that you have. It's the emotions that you have around it. So I really wanted to tap into that today as well. And we'll do a little showcase of the Egypt video towards the end because I'm getting really excited about Egypt. And Seraphina and I are also going to Mount Shasta mid-August. So if anybody's called to do that, it is a portal. Do you know what portal that is? The top of your head?
No, I just saw the Palladians and I saw Saint Germain. So it's very much interconnected. But no, I don't know the name. It is a Stargate portal.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And we will be doing some plant medicine. So depending on what your experiences is with plant medicine, it's a sassafras, it's a natural DMT as well. And we'll be spending some time in nature. And I believe, Seraphina, you're doing some meditations as well there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my new healing technique that's come in, that I'm doing a workshop. I'm gonna actually do that with everybody there, just to be able to help them, shift anywhere that they're trying to pull things from outside of their self. I'm finding a lot of people, even my own clients, are like, no, it's this is the problem, and this is the problem, something exterior to them. So this new thing that I've got coming forward is literally about you owning your own stuff. And we've heard about that for a couple of years now, where it's like it's all you, and I'll still bring it back to that. Doesn't matter what I'm starting to tap into or read, all of it comes back to us. There's nothing exterior to you, but we tend to want to have something exterior to us to blame. I need to put this over there. I need that judgment. I need to blame my parents, or I need to say, they didn't know better. Well, those are just excuses. So it's about shifting this whole mentality and bringing things face to face with what it actually is. And the other thing that I'm doing there too is, while people are in ceremony, I can actually see fragments of things. So I'm going to help pull those fragments into alignment so that they can purge it much faster.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Beautiful. And I just wanted to add too, so if you can really pay attention to your emotions, because that's the energy in motion, and then where do you feel that in your body and how can, right? And work on releasing that. Um, you can run it through your chakras to your heart to release it. So that can be one way of doing it. You can get outside and move your body and just ask for it to be released. There's many ways, so it depends on how you're called to do it. But today we wanted to tap in a little bit too. So if anybody has any questions, and I know I asked some people specifically to come here, that we were going to talk a little bit about how accessing timelines, past lives, whatever you want to call it. I think look at them as timelines because it's all happening now. It's just different vibrations. And there are some collapsing right now. I believe
Massive,
that we massive. And
massive collapsing of timelines.
so it's my understanding about specific timeline that maybe even we allowed our shadow selves to go on an adventure. And that one has been collapsed. So there's a little bit of that to be clearing up. So don't be afraid of, if you're feeling frustrated or you're feeling angry, you tap into that. This is your opportunity to clear it really quickly. And so take it as a gift. What is this trying to show me? What is going on for me? Or if somebody else is, having an attack on you per se, they're just dealing with their own shit. You just happen to be near them. Don't take it personally. Somebody else's opinion of me is none of my business. And so make sure you're resonating your space and working on your space each day to make sure that when you go out in the world, you are a neutral container containing your own energy and not taking on everyone else's or giving all yours away. Do you want to speak on that a bit?
Yeah, so people will tend to say, "Oh, I go do this and I feel like I'm drained by the time I get home." That's only because you allowed your energy to go to everybody else, right? It's like energy sucking almost. So if you actually stand in your own light and just say, "You know what? I'm just going to stand in me today and I'm just going to allow myself to navigate this forward. No good, no bad, but just myself." You're going to start to know the moment something feels heavy, like you could literally walk by somebody on the street and go, "Ugh." We've all done that in the past. I disconnect. That's their energy. No, thank you. And just keep walking. Go about your day. We tend to focus on when it feels heavy and then we bring ourselves down even further, right? As we're elevating, we're bringing ourselves back down. There is really no going back. It's we feel this energy up and down, this movement. Same with our emotions. We do the emotional roller coaster. It's no different. But starting to disconnect from those things really does help you stand in your own self. And when you understand how you feel just as you, now every time you go out and be like, okay, that's not mine. Thank you. I give that back. Same with your children. Your kids are looking for this disconnect too. They're just looking for someone to lead that for them. So if you notice a kid goes to school every day and they come home pissed off, it's not your child. It's all the energies that are mixed in that school. Everyone's got an emotion. Everyone wants to be heard. Everyone wants to be seen. Hence, we do too. So they're holding all this pent up emotion because no one listened to them or didn't hear them speak. So they come home all pissed off and they just need to decompress for 5 minutes. Give them that alone time. Go have 5 minutes. Just decompress, lay down, close your eyes, breathe it out. And all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, they're great because that's their decompression, that disconnecting. It
Yeah.
works amazing for kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. And that's a good point with the kids because, you know, their first 7 years of their programming. So whatever you can do to get them to stay within themselves and realize, even maybe understand that what's happening to them at school or what's happening with their friends, right? And that there's this interplay and energy. So,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's that balance too. There's no good, there's no bad, there's no evil, there's no, all of the stuff we deem a good and bad, black and white, dark to light. It's not really existing. You're creating all of it, right? And I love using the weather as that creation. Everything that's going on outside your house right now with the weather is all you. That's your emotions that you projected out and are now coming back, right? Everything that goes out has to come back. So if you just say to yourself, no, thank you. That's great that I had rain right now, but I would love sunny skies. Thank you for those blue sunny skies. It's no different than navigating the rest of this, right? It's learning to say, you know what, I don't like what's showing up right now. No, thank you. I appreciate it though. I'm going to let that go and I'm going to navigate into the feelings that I feel to move forward with. We want to
Yeah.
be in joy. We want to be in gratitude. It's okay to have those things come in. They're not happening to you. They're just there to show you. Allow it to pass right through. Don't give it extra attention. And then you'll start to see these doorways and pathways open up that you never expected. Like
Yeah.
this opportunity with Egypt.
Yeah.
I knew I was going back. I just didn't know when. And all of a sudden it's like, let's go to Egypt. Okay. Right. The universe guide, if you let the universe guide you, the universe will show you many, many opportunities that you weren't even privy to 10 seconds ago.
Exactly. It's almost like it's that surrender. So instead of like I don't have, I don't have. So you're asking for, you're manifesting what you don't have and what you want. You need to act as if you already have it. And then rolling into something like something bigger, I just surrendered my entire trip in Egypt. What do I need to do? And now I'm surrendering to this service, so much service to others, which then reflects back to me. And then I ask for what I would like. And there's one little piece that I'm just playing with right now, and I'm having a lot of fun. And if I'm not having fun, then I'm not going to do it. So as long as it's fun, it's fun. Monroe has a question for you. She had a dream about her ex, and it was like being in purgatory. And she's wondering if you can feel into that and see if she missed anything, or do you need more details?
No, I don't need more details.
Okay.
So usually anything that's a dream in a dream state is part of your past, right? So from now backwards, that's all your past life, right? Past, parallel, however you want to view it, it's a timeline.
Yeah.
Sometimes what will happen in your dream state is just to show you the closure. If you have no desire to go back to that, the universe is just pulling it up to see how you're going to react internally, externally to that, right? If you're like, oh my gosh, I don't like my ex, that's a reaction. If you're like, oh, maybe I want it back, that's a reaction. So it's going to close these timelines because you've learned the lessons of them, and we no longer need the past, right? A lot of people are actually starting to forget their past for that exact reason. We don't need them anymore. So I don't think you have to dive into it too much. Just say thank you, I appreciate that, and move on. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Uh, Tango's asking, I'm wondering if I had a portal open up in one of my rooms. It was like a 3 foot by 3 foot frame window with blue sky and green grass, with such a wonderful feeling radiating from it. And it lasted for about, and then it cut off.
Yeah, so that looks like it is a portal. You're remembering that from a past life, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's almost
absolutely.
like you're being shown those imageries. I had it too. I had finished a class and I had this blue portal open up, and I'm like, that's freaking cool. Because I could see it with my physical eyes, and I'm like, wow. So as we move through this journey, you'll be able to step through those and be able to come back, right? Um, there's a few beings that are starting to make themselves known in the now, and they are interdimensional to dimensions that we don't remember at all. One of my guys' names is Kimimi, and she actually has a portal in her belly. So what happens is when I look through her stomach when I'm on a live, I can see her planet. I can see where she's from, the lushness and everything. And I stick my hand through her, I can pull that energy forward and give it to you. So she shows me how to work with that dimensional energy. And a lot of people feel really good when you do it. So this is showing us that we don't, whatever you can bring into your mind, these are things you already know. So embrace it
Awesome.
and use it.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. And I'm going to give it a few minutes, and we'll do a little bit of a group healing as well. Lou, over on Facebook, you're talking about having a stroke in 2014 due to surgery, which left you legally blind for left peripheral. If you'd like some healing, just let us know. You're not really asking, you're just stating. So if you would like something, let us know. Regina asks, oh, Grunchy says, my mother always said, whatever you put out in the universe, you will get back tenfold.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and so some people call it like the mind trick, right? Where you can take a very plain as day scenario, and it's no one else's fault, but you can sit there and blame someone for something they never did, and that sabotages your own life because you've now given your power away to that situation or circumstance. Your life's going to turn to shit in 2.3 seconds. Your manifestations right now are manifesting so quick that as soon as you bring in the negative thought, you are becoming the negativity. And I did it. I did it to myself, like, I don't know, 8 months ago. I was so focused on somebody else's life and what they had that my stuff went to poo. And I'm like, whoa, I love her. Let's just go back to work. And it
Yeah.
all shifted instantly. So
Yeah.
really watch your thoughts in this moment. Watch your thoughts of what you're thinking, because it all comes down to you. Every aspect that you're seeing out there is you. It's a reflection of what you need to know, right? So if you think somebody's mean or you think somebody is attacking you, it's all you. Maybe you weren't nice about that thought to that person, calling them a name or something. That's reflecting back. And you think that you're under attack. You're not. You're attacking yourself. Same with the entities. I'm listening to Dolores Cannon, Convoluted Universe, Book 3. And I have this wonderful person that I'm working on, and this whole thing around entities and implants and stuff comes up quite a bit. And the way people perceive it, it's like my mind won't wrap around it that way because I understand all the timelines and I understand how everything works. So when I put it back to them, they push back. They push back. They want it to be something. And I'm like, but this is all you. You're afraid to do this and you're afraid to grow up, and they're like, you're so right. But they still want to hold that entity. There's something inside of them and Dolores Cannon, within 5 minutes of reading her book, so anytime that you feel like you're being attacked, that's you. And I went, oh, thank you. Right?
Yeah.
It's just allowing you to show us truth, And when we're not chasing truth, it shows up much easier for us to understand.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm being asked, PUSA 67 is asking, so the Adventures for Connection logo is, what was it before it was claimed by certain people to mean something else? And I'm just going to leave it at that. It's sacred geometry. It's the feminine and the masculine. And when we are all feminine and masculine. And when you have that balanced within yourself and that little spark, that's when the magic happens. So it's a beautiful, just a share. First of all, the adventure is with you and getting to know you personally, the inner you, and then I created adventures to connect like-minded people. And so getting you into who you are and then moving forward. So yeah, I don't claim that symbol as that at all. It's part of sacred geometry. It's been around for way longer than that symbol that you're referring to. I'm not even going to give it energy. There you go. Now you know. And we've got Lou over on Facebook. So let's see if we can do some healing on her for she's legally blind in the left side peripheral vision.
First thing I got was something going on with the optic nerve in the back, but also there's some stuff going on the side of the eye as well.
When Seraphina gets quiet, is because she's listening.
I'm actually just sitting in her eye right now.
Yeah.
There's something going on in the optic nerve. That's the first thing that showed up for me. It's almost like it's not relaying the signal, if that'll make sense to you because you're living with this. But when I go, I'm just in your eye. We'll just put it that way. But when I travel up into the optic nerve, it's like everything is blocked. I almost feel like they nick something in there as well. Like it feels like something. There, I just felt it open up there.
Let us know how that feels, Lou.
Yeah, that feels much better.
Yeah. And back on the weather comment, having a major heat wave in Texas, over 102 degrees past week, and more to come. How am I affecting this intense heat? My physical does not adapt well to these extreme temps.
You're annoyed.
I think everyone in Texas is annoyed.
Yeah, I feel like she was annoyed before it started. So here's try this, okay? So say, universe, I'm so grateful for this heat. Oh, I'm so grateful that it's nice and cool at nighttime. So grateful that it's cooling off. I love that these are cool temperatures, right? And you'll start to notice that start to come down because each one of us can create that, right? So even when they were claiming that the forest fires from here were affecting New York, I can tell you 100% incorrect. That would have to pass over my house. Didn't happen at all. And my girlfriend actually lives in New York, and she said, it is orange. I'm like, just blow. So she literally just sat there and went, She goes, it's clear. So you have, when you need rain for something, ask for rain. Thank you for the rain to nourish the ground and the trees and the grass and the flower. Ask for it for the correct thing. Not, I need rain to put out the fire, or I need rain to put out the heat. Ask for the rain for the right reasons. Ask for the cool temperatures. Ask for it to be, relaxing to sit outside. Whatever degree of temperature you'd like, ask for it. So we have to realize that our intentions of what we put out is literally right there.
Yeah, absolutely. So play with that and see how it goes. Absolutely. Delene, who you spoke with last time, Seraphina, last time you told me we talked about pancreas and spleen were in battle with each other. How's that changed? She's been doing some work.
They feel good. Your bowel is inflamed right beside both of those.
She's been doing a lot of cleansing.
Yeah, cleansing is good. If the cleansing makes you go poo-poo quite a bit, then you got to watch. Like if you're having the runs and stuff, make sure that you're eating a little bit to sustain that, because sometimes that release can be a lot for our bowels too. But I think it's good to be able to empty that stuff out. I really do. But just make sure you're nourishing your body at the same time, because it is quite a lot for our internal body. That feels better. That just released there.
Awesome. All right. We're bouncing up to a few more people. Let's do a group healing for everyone to release and just, send them a lot of release and accept love, you guys. Release and accept that you don't have to know everything. You don't have to control everything. What you really can do is just be yourself and sit in that neutrality. No reaction. Just try and just be for a little bit, because as things are going on in the world that are out of our control, what can you control? What can you do? Just grounding you all. How does that feel, everybody? And Delene says, also, you two have done so much for me health-wise. I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you so much. So I'll just say this, because I know Tanya does quite a bit of healing work too. It is okay to say those things, right? It's like, if you don't want to write a testimonial and you don't want to write, just express that appreciation, right? Sometimes that is the exchange. A lot of people are so afraid, they say they can't find the words to express it. And I get that. Sometimes when people help you the way that they do, it's hard to say those words, but to be able to say something, I think that goes a long way, and it helps build confidence. Like, Tanya's not only my friend, but she's actually one of my students as well. So I encourage my students to get those, that feedback, because it does build confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, 100%. Yeah, I love it when somebody had menopause and they were super hot, and I was doing a session with her for about half an hour, and she's like, "What did you do?" I had to get a blanket. And she was like, hot flashes, and I understood to cool her so much she had to get a blanket. I was like, oh, good to know. So let's send some cooling energy over to Texas, and those in Texas right now. Ask it. So you can simply say, oh, why does it feel so cool right now? Why is it so, refreshing? Like being near the ocean with the breeze. Claim what you want instead of complaining about what you don't want. Just a reminder. Monroe said it was actually an astral travel, not a dream. Does that make a difference in the information you gave her?
No.
No. Okay, good. Didn't think so.
Your astral travel is still you going into your galactic timelines. Yeah.
I
I
think
feel
you
like we're
just
not going to change the answer.
no, I think she actually just saw who this person really was, like really got to see.
Yeah.
Um,
We all travel at nighttime, every single one of us. You'll
yep.
you'll go do whatever you need to do. Heal people, go on missions, do whatever. I split with Seraphina at nighttime. She'll go do her thing and then we come back in the morning. So we're all doing something. Some of us don't remember.
Yeah. And that's not a bad thing to not remember, guys. Don't feel like you're supposed to remember anything. So I think it would honestly be too much if we remembered everything sometimes. Yeah. So it's allowing us
This
just to stay focused.
Yeah, I just got the stuff we want to remember is the stuff that's starting to come forward now.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Uh-huh. Mean Messaz says, "Hi, beautiful beings. A few nights ago, I was sitting on my patio. It was dusk. I saw stuff that looked like fairy dust swirls of glitter. Can you clarify what it is?" They're coming. Somebody else told me they saw
Absolutely.
fairy. Yeah,
That's all the fairies. Yeah. They're
yeah.
big goofballs. They really are. They'll come wherever. There's a YouTube or a TikTok video. You can actually see the fairy and they ran away. And I'm like, dude, just go back. I'll
Right?
just go play with them. Yeah. So that's starting to
Yeah.
come more and more. You're going to start to see. There's a pterodactyl up in Newfoundland to I don't know what the island is. Newfoundland to Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
They've got a pterodactyl sighting. So we're starting to see this more and more. So just pay attention.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, you will. And hi, Michelle. How are you?
Hello,
Good to
beautiful.
see you. Michelle's over on Soul Treats on Facebook. If anybody wants to connect with her, she's also an amazing healer and friend. Yeah, absolutely. Hello, can I have some help concerning my body health, especially my stomach, also my depressions and scaredness and stress? I have them both for many years. That's Jenny.
It's interesting you're getting stomach is because I got back. And the
Some
scared comes from you as a child. I feel like you had a sleepover with another girl. She scared the bejeebers out of you. I don't think you've ever let that go. And I feel like you almost peed your pants. So I feel like it goes coincide. And that wasn't too embarrassed, but that's just what's showing up.
I think we do some work on the back. And getting out in nature will always make you feel better. And remember, even just by typing this out, you're claiming it, right? So,
I'm actually getting appendix too.
mhm.
They said you need to get active. Your appendix is taking a little bit of a toll with this stuff in the back and the belly. It's pulling down into that right side. How does that feel? Yeah, sorry, I go off into.
Yeah, no, let us know how that feels. And then, we can do healings on you. And then if you don't get to integrate it and actually take some steps to believe that you can be healed, it's really important to get out there and get out in nature nurtures so much. When you go and put your bare feet on the ground, because we're electromagnetic beings, positive and negatives. And when we put our feet on the ground, lie on the ground, hug a tree, All those things help to balance us. And if we're never doing that and we're staying inside all the time, we're not meant to be sitting inside. We're just not. These bodies were made for moving. So if you can't move, sit and take some light steps. So whatever you can do. I get I have to get outside and move my body. It's like a requirement for my body because that's how I shift energy out of me. And I know that about myself, whether it's down to the beach for a swim. I did a meditation the other day down. I would go to the dog park area because I like the dogs, and and it's the quietest part of the beach, really. And so I was lying there, and I was just, oh, I was so in the zone. I was in that neutral like bubble, and I was not here. I was not there. I was just in, in this space, and all I kept hearing was this little laughter, this joyous laughter, and I was like, oh, that's such a good message for today. And I opened my eyes. There's a little 2-year-old boy, and I just said to the dad, that is the best sound in the world. And he was playing with his dog, and he was just having the time of his life. And it's just a reminder that what brings you joy? What can you laugh about? What can you do to create your own happiness instead of looking at outside of yourself? I had such deep appreciation for that little boy in that moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about starting a new canvas every single moment of every day. If you don't like what's showing up, no thank you. I'm going to paint this and start that.
Yeah.
Every second of every day you have choice.
Absolutely. Canada Rumble saying, I have a rash that appeared inside the crease of my elbow. I've never had skin issues in my first 50 years. Any idea how to clear it? Thank you. Is it a heat rash?
It looks a little bit like heat, but it looks like they're trying to hold something super, super tight to them as well. It's creating this. And it's not just here. I feel like you're weak in this forearm as well. Because even when I go like this, it doesn't feel strong.
We get another thank you, Tanya and Serafina. Getting great vibes as always. You're welcome, love. And Regina says, I love you too. Thank you for all you do for us. Yeah. And Monroe says, definitely awesome that Michelle. She had a session with Michelle, which actually brought on the astral travel about the ex because she took something off from mine. Yeah, I'm like, oh, yeah, that was all meant to happen. Freedom
Awesome.
Liberty Lover says, I love y'all. Can you please heal my thyroid? For 25 years in the past, I got the flu vax and now it seems to be injured. I've done metal detox. I'm healing with daily grounding and would love a boost.
So I got between age 10 to 14. It's like you lost the ability to speak that absolute truth for yourself. I feel like that middle school stuff is like trying to figure out who you are. I also hear whispers in the backgrounds of other people. So I feel like you're holding on to that judgment of yourself. Now you can't, it's hard to speak about it.
Yeah, and I wouldn't worry about you're cleaning your system. Every day my system's cleaning out. So claim some new stories as well. Yeah.
It's 2 past lives connected to that and a man. So it actually feels more open now. There you go.
Yeah. And trees
It's
do
just
love
all
kids.
like.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say it all just let go. Sorry. What did I say?
Okay, good. No, it's all right. It's all right. Canada Rumble's also asking, hope you can help. My daughter's Bernadoodle has extreme anxiety, dog. Is there any way to help reduce his stress energetically? I'm babysitting him for a few months and have him on valerian and L-theanine.
I feel like that those two things that he's being given counteract each other and actually make it worse.
Can you get him outside and just like run, like get him to play hard in the morning? What else are you getting?
Yeah, in a past life, he was a Great Dane. Uh, uh, a Great Dane, and then in another past life, he was one of those. They look like velvet, and it's gray. I don't know the name of it, but I just see this little puppy, and someone ripped it away from mum and threw it in a bag and threw it over a cliff to die in a thing of water.
Oh.
So anytime it's separated from mum, like it doesn't matter if it's just in the house. If mum goes in the bedroom and the dog, gotta be around there. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you. And we got a good fairy story. Regina says, I love hugging trees. Yeah, trees, you can ask them to take away anything that no longer serves you and download anything for your highest good. And trees do love to dance. Do you know redwood trees are all intertwined by their roots, hanging on tight so that as they're on the storms with the ocean right there, that they can stay stable? Common unity. Dolphin Dreamer says, hi, beautiful gals. I had some fairies come out at the river last week. It was awesome. Lots of color, and I've not seen before almost daily. It's so fun. Yeah, enjoy that. Embrace it. Love it. You'll get more of it. And Grunchy says, really busy is when your energy body asks you to sleep longer because you haven't completed the current task in other realms. Yeah, I've definitely spent more time like, no, you're going back to sleep in the morning just because of up and down a little bit. And why so much trouble with body elimination? Sarah asks. What are you holding on to?
I don't really understand what she's
I think
saying.
she's constipated.
Oh.
That's what I got.
Yeah, you want to hold yourself back from things. That's why. I see you digging in your heels to certain things. You're like, well, no, I don't think so. And that'll back you up. Always say yes to everything. Try at least everything. Like never say no. That's one thing I've learned since I started this journey is never say no. If the guides ask you to do something, God asks you, just do it. The worst that can happen is you don't like it, and then you'll either never complete it or you complete it and move on. And that's my nature. I will complete everything and then move on. If it doesn't resonate, perfect. I completed it. Let's go.
Yeah,
But yeah, say yes to everything.
absolutely.
So just do a
Oh,
little bit
yeah.
of shit
Lori,
talk.
thank you for reminding me. I must have missed your post. 1 second. So when spoke to you before, Seraphina, and you told me I was electrocuted from the ground up. This is Regina in a past life. Been focusing on releasing the trauma which I'm experiencing as neuropathy. What can I do to heal this neuropathy?
Well, it does feel better than the last time.
Yeah. And then Mitchie, I'll come to you.
It feels better for both of you.
Awesome. And Mitchie One Lena, I feel so stuck and tired of trying so hard to feel better. That statement right there. I want so much love, financial abundance, friends, but for some reason everything leaves. What's my blockage? Monroe says the want.
That you don't feel you can have anything.
Yeah, you're a manifesting being. Everything you say, action you take, thought you have is manifesting for you. So instead of saying, your statement that you said, why do I always feel so free and I'm full of love and abundance? Now, abundance doesn't need to be the financial kind, but that it encompasses that as well. Because at the end of the day, what you really need, it's not the money, you need what the money can bring you. So focus on what the money can bring you. And we need to move, just getting called to say this. Look at it this way. An energy exchange between two people is done with a piece of paper. That piece of paper has become monetized in such a way that somebody else is controlling that paper, right? So now you've given your power away to a piece of paper that somebody else is controlling. Try and just do the exchange between people in a new way and just ask for what you do want and be surprised how it shows up. And you can ask for money for sure. Seraphina, you're good at this one. What would you like to add to that?
Yeah, step into only what you want. So if you're stepping into, oh, this doesn't feel right in my body, it's because you're holding on to it, because that brings you some kind of justification as to why you can't do something or why something's not showing up. So I'll just feel this way instead. But if you literally just change your mindset focus into, oh, today is this and today is this, today is this. Write down 10 things that you actually want from the universe. Omit the money. Like, we can write money if you want to. But what's 10 things that you want to purchase? A house, a vacation, a car, whatever it is. Write that down and say, oh, I'm buying a car today. Thank you, universe. I'm buying a car today. Okay, now what happens when we're buying a car? We get all excited because we're buying a car. That's you living in the moment of having the car. I just bought a brand new truck. It's sitting in my driveway. That's all I did to manifest it. Universe, I need a truck for this, for my business. Thank you. Show me where to buy the truck. And I'll take the money that goes with it. And everything showed up because I asked for the truck for a reason, right? I didn't really need the truck for anything else but my company. So the universe said, okay, here's your truck. And with that came the money to purchase said truck. It's no different than anything else that you want. I would like to buy a house today. Thank you. I'm buying a house today. I'm buying a house today. The universe will move everything to put the house in front of you.
Yeah. Have you found your house yet?
Well, interesting. I said that twice this week, and I went to look at two. There just wasn't enough bedrooms in the second one, or I probably would have bought it. So we're like this close.
Awesome.
So yeah, I just sit in that. Thank you, universe. I'm buying a house today.
Yeah, absolutely. Janie has feedback. My heart was going faster and my stomach is more relaxing. Thanks for the help. And I feel more power through my feet by grounding on bare feet. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Canada Rumble says, thank you. Yes, we walk and run hard at the park. I would say trail. Can you get out for a hike? There's something about a dog, because then it gets to just be a dog. It's not following you around within a park or within the house, but it gets to be a dog. It gets to get outside and get all that sniffing of new things. When dogs are always in a consistent and familiar space, they know all those smells. So when you take them to a new place, they will wear themselves out just by sniffing and then become more relaxed as well. So I don't know. I must have been a dog in a former life. I've got a real thing with dogs.
So you can state what you want your dog to be as well. So I
Yes.
have a lab husky wolf, and I literally have just stated since a year after we got her that she's lazy. She's healthy and she's fit, and literally she gets up for like 2 peas a day and that's it. She's literally out cold on my floor, and I'm like, you didn't do anything today. You're so lazy. And it works for us. Right?
Yeah.
So you can manifest whatever it is you want.
Absolutely. Yeah. Lou's asking, what are your thoughts on vision boards for manifesting?
Yeah, if you are a visual person and that helps you connect to the joy, go for it. For me, I've tried it. I'm more I need to feel that. Like I can see it in my mind all the time already. So
Yeah.
I love to tap into the feeling, right? One of the girls that I follow, she talks about always stating like how she makes money. So when I laugh, I make money. When I breathe, I make money. When I this. So you can switch that into, okay, when I laugh, I bring in paying clients. When I laugh, I bring in paying students. When I laugh, students come to me for, courses and things. So you can write down what it is you want and just start putting that forward. So I think if it works for you, go for it. There is this sense of like having that as a joy. If there's no feeling when you like, some people look at it as a chore. I have to cut all this stuff out and put on the book. If you never attach a feeling into it, it's just pictures.
Oh, absolutely. Copper on Fire is asking, hey, lovelies, I'm hoping for a little luck with finding a place to live here in Victoria or finding a spray finishing job in Vancouver. Greatly appreciated. Should I stay or should I go now?
You're not going to find much. Can you grab a piece of paper really quick and I'll give you a little bit of what you can do. So I do feng shui techniques for people to like buy and sell their homes. So you can literally just say, I just now purchased a home for this price. Just put like now instead of the date, put now. Write down everything that you want in that home. And then when you're done, just say thank you, thank you, thank you. You're going to fold the paper towards you, turn it half a turn clockwise, fold it towards you, half a turn clockwise, fold it again. Just sit with it in your hands, visualize what that place looks like, and then go put it underneath a stone or a planter in your front yard. I'm just getting there's not a lot there.
And do you see him moving to Vancouver?
Yeah, it feels more like you're moving out instead of staying. Don't try so hard to stay. Just let the universe show you.
Yeah, there's something about that being guided, right? And just letting go and trusting, even though it might not feel good sometimes, it's happening for your highest good. It's something to clear, it's something to let go of, so something even better can come in. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of people are afraid to move from where it's comfortable, not just in where they live in home.
Right? Yeah, I've pretty much released. I'm like, well, whatever happens, happens. I kind of get to like, okay, so what do I need to do to be ready for that? Just in case.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the universe is beautiful. If you just allow the universe to show you everything that's meant for you, you're not going to miss anything. I can guarantee you that. But sometimes it is about just surrendering and doing nothing and being joyful that you got to do nothing, right? And I think that's at my house, Sundays is source day. And to me, like when I was growing up, the stores weren't open on Sundays. Shoppers Drug Mart wasn't open. The grocery store wasn't open. We had to stay home or go outside and play. So Sundays is my source day unless I'm teaching. I don't do clients on Sundays. It's my day to, do my laundry or whatever. It's my day just to just be. And we've done it almost a year and a bit now. And it's just been an amazing thing that happens. And the more you surrender, the more comes to you. So you might as well just surrender some more, just allow.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my day tomorrow.
Yeah, more and more, I keep saying it, more and more people are like, that's a great idea, right? So they're starting to go, hold on a second, I get me day? Hold on, I'm going to stay home. It's tempting to want to go spend money, but when you don't, you actually enjoy more of yourself with that day.
Absolutely. And what can you clear out, right? So I'm in a bit of a some stuff has to go over here. So absolutely. All right. We have a question from I have a cough now for over 20 years. This is Sunny Day 63. Is this from a past life? Thanks for all your help.
Can you say it again?
Yep. I've had this cough for over 20 years. Is this from a past life?
No. It's not presenting the same. In a past life, you were in a fire. In this life, no. It doesn't feel like the same thing. This has to do with you and your mom.
Mm.
I feel like 5 to 10 years old, I feel like there was some stuff off there with you and your mom. I feel it too. It's coming in right at the base of your breastbone. If you follow this bone that comes down here, right at the base, it starts there. You can't even breathe there. You breathe right here, and it doesn't really go any further. Just take a deep breath. There you go.
Yeah. And I'm also being asked to go through the turpentine and sugar cube protocol. So I use the brown raw sugar cubes. And I put about 30 drops in 1 sugar cube to start for anybody. And you take it a couple hours after bed so that it can work overnight. You take it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You take a week off so the eggs can all hatch. You do it again. Most people do it for about 6 weeks on and off. So you're really only doing 3 weeks, but you're taking a week off in between, and see how you feel. Should we do a little parasite zap right now? See if we can do some help that way. Yeah, let's do a parasite zap. Now we're only taking care of the bad ones, just so you know. And you won't poo out big parasites. Your body digests them. Because I get that question a lot.
You could do a little bit of apple cider vinegar and water as well.
Yeah. I take that before I eat, just as part of what I do. But I can. My stomach's just. I don't know if you guys can all hear that, but it's like talking to me because I'm moving energy. Tasita says, I've lost 10 kilograms over a few months. Do you know why? Thank you both. Much love to you both.
Yeah, I just feel like you're shifting.
Yeah.
Your body's shifting a lot of energy and a lot of past stuff. Plus our DNA is shifting. You're going into a crystalline body, and it's yeah, it happens. You're going to go through phases where it's like, I eat, I don't eat this, I don't this. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure you're eating enough to sustain yourself so that you're not tired.
Absolutely. And Chrissy says, hello, lovelies. Is there anything you need to tell me about my dog, Rex? Anything at all? Very much. Thank you very much.
He was a soldier in World War I. That might not be what you wanted to know.
Hillary can't blame him for going to be a dog, right? After that experience.
The only reason why he is a dog is because the person who was him in a past life was never allowed to have one. His parents would never
Oh,
allow him to have a dog, so he came back as one. I just heard like give him lots of love. Always give a hug and a kiss.
yeah.
Interesting.
People.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It looks like they have the same little bit of a murmur from that life to this life as well. That feels better. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's all right. I was just gonna say, don't forget that the cats are good at taking negative energy away from you. That's why they'll come and sit on your lap, or if you're sad, they come and support you. Same with dogs. And dogs also, I always feel dogs are really there as a reminder to bring you joy. Like that look on a dog's face. I'm sorry. Could there be anything cuter most of the time, right? When they want something and they're just giving you that look. And they're there because they are full joy. They're to remind you about love. Yeah, and they also need to be loved.
Do you have a dog?
No. My mom has a little dog. I have 2 cats. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I know,
Mine was
right?
Tanja, it's mine. Yeah.
And I meet a
Sneeze.
lot of dogs because of the painting company. I meet a lot of dogs, and dogs always come over to me like, "Oh, yeah, she knows me." Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Usually if dogs have health conditions, that means they're taking on your emotions.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. When we were at Vedette this last time and we were doing little mushroom trip down by the river. If FCB is listening, which I doubt he is, he would be on there saying something because he always does. But it was funny because somebody brought their dog, and that dog would come and check on every single one of us. You doing okay? You doing okay? Like, okay, you're okay. Okay. And he did these
Yeah.
little laps. It was really sweet. He was like one of the guides. It was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, they see you elevate out, right? I did
Yeah.
this with a client this morning just so that they could understand a little bit of it. So if this is you and you're in like a ceremony like that, what happens is this will go like this. You're still tethered to your physical body, but your soul is kind of coming like this, going, "Da, da, 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 da. I can see all this stuff because I'm very coherent." Your dog is looking at this. They're making sure that this is okay because they can see this. This is your
Right.
spirit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. Chide's asking, my thyroid is suddenly acting up, claiming Hashimoto's, and have all of the sudden weight gain and blockage in one carotid artery was detected. They are not sure.
And getting somebody criticized you, I want to say 6 months ago, and this is your byproduct of that criticism. I feel like you're just holding the emotion.
Let it
So
go.
dis-ease, doesn't matter if it's diagnosis or, not at ease, is an emotion to a situation that you're holding. You created the emotion. I want to say yours starts in your bronchi too. So bronchi to throat, and then it comes into your coherence. So doesn't equal out. Your coherence comes into the heart space as well. So we're connecting brain to heart, brain to voice, brain to throat, because that's where we speak, and then brain into your bronchi. This all connects into her mom too. There you
Okay.
go. That feels better.
Yeah. And if you want to book an appointment, I did post Seraphina's website. You're also doing, tell us about, you're doing some new group stuff, some group healings. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, starting in August, I'm going to open up 2 group healing sessions a week. So there's like 99 spots for you to come in. Not a lot of people can afford the one-on-ones, so they think that their opportunity to be able to come and work with me is, they have to save up forever. So it'll be affordable. It'll probably be the same price as what I do my one-offs for on TikTok.
Yes.
And you can book in advance. There'll be months and months of them played out, and you can pick whichever one resonates, and as many as resonate, so that everyone gets that opportunity. So it'll be just like a regular one-on-one healing session individually, but like not so much question and answer. There's no, like, you can post what you want me to work on. I already can see it prior to you coming in. So I'll just focus on the collective and then individuals where I'm guided to go, and then you can come in and participate.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what I wanted to say too, because my first appointment with you, I was like, fudge, she's fast. Because you're very efficient, she is. She just sees it and gets it done. Now, I think that's why we resonate so much, because that's how I am in my life as well. And I don't believe that one has to suffer forever to fix something, or you just need to work on the programming part of it. So that's a beautiful option. I love that. So check out the website. I did post it in the chat. Let me put it over in here for everyone.
Thank you.
And Radiant Soul, is that under your?
It'll be up on both. So the Pure Radiant Soul Academy and Pure Radiant Soul, it'll be on both.
Okay, that was my question. Perfect.
Yeah. We've launched it so that everything is in both spots, so everyone can find everything easily.
Awesome. Dolphin Dreamer says, "Thank you, beautiful souls. I love you gals. I have a rescue is really troubled. He barks and lunges at everyone and everything. I'm working with him in many ways, but any help would be appreciated."
Definitely a fighter. Like, doesn't like anything coming at him or to him. The first thing they showed me was you need to get him really short, on a short leash right beside you. It's almost like you're letting him control you. He has power over you. So first thing is you need like this much leash. That's it. So be prepared that your arm is going to hurt, right? You want that dog, you want to be able to hold the leash so that you're not wrapping it around your hands, because he'll break your hands. You want to hold on top of the leash right at his neck, or to where your arm is comfortably down. You're giving him this much leash. That's it. And you want to be able to walk. Other hand is up underneath, so you can flip your arm and pull him back anytime you need to. You're in control of the dog. Don't let the dog control you. So I'm just going to heal this lifetime that I'm seeing him as a fighter. Doesn't like people.
Okay, you work on that. And Regina says, "Thank you. I'm crying right now. You're so beautiful, my sister. Thank you." Monroe, can you please post in my Telegram group, just in the chat for everyone? That would be great. Yep. Stop wanting and start feeling. Yep. Feeling as if you already have it. This is like that little missing piece, guys, when we're talking, and writing it out. Like, do it in many ways. And then how does that feel? So I have a piece of kyanite. It's a round like ball, like a big marble. And I'll put things under that and leave it for the night. Or I'll ask a question like, why am I so abundant? I'm normally like, why does it feel like I'm on vacation every day? So you can ask questions. And then I have specific questions where I asked about something and I got an answer within 24 hours and I didn't do anything. I just asked the question. The other person came in and resolved the situation. I was like, sweet.
You can manifest while you sleep too. So Neville Goddard talks about, being in that moment before you go to sleep. You can do that as well. You can either write it and put it under your pillow, or you can think yourself into it before you go to bed. So like if you wanted to have a new job, or you wanted to elevate in your career that you're in now, Before you go
Yeah.
to sleep, when you close your eyes, you're going to see yourself in the office doing that task of that person, right? And just allow yourself to go to sleep. And you'd be surprised how fast you manifest off of that. Like it's
Yeah.
fast. It's fast. Law of assumption, it's called.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we have to remember too, I've been speaking with two different teens and giving messages around they're both basketball for some reason and putting a lot of pressure on themselves to perform. And I said, this is the problem. You're focusing on the problem. I said, most professional athletes visualize winning, visualize the game, visualize practicing. They're meditating, they're not doing it. Like even when I took 3 months off mountain biking over the winter, and then I went back in thinking, oh, I'll just take it easy. I was like right there. I had no issues because I was so excited to go. So you can use this in any way you choose, but it's just a reminder that this is why visualization meditation is so powerful for us. And we can certainly use that. Regina says, I started water fasting with this recipe. Awesome. Going for 48. Yes. She loves how she feels after 24 hours. If it resonates, do it. If it doesn't, don't. It's however you feel. Christofinta. Yes, Christofinta. We were chatting. Okay. I needed some support on this one, Serafina. So I have a few health issues. Can't seem to get much help from the doctors. I have 5 specialists, depressed with much stress due to this, and legal issues. Any help?
Okay. So depression is suppression of emotion. So you're holding everything inside, and then on top of it, you're adding more stress. So they go hand in hand. So can you just surrender whatever this court stuff is and say, you know what? You show me, right? When we chase the endings of things that we're not surrendering to, we're just chasing. And when you chase, everything gets further away. So let's just do a little bit of healing around this. I feel like you're frustrated with the other side, but also with your own lawyer. So do this with me right now. I'll walk you through it. So just cup your hands together like this, create an energy, just ask for a ball of light to be placed in your hand. I want you to send so much love and gratitude for all the lawyers and the judge and everything, just the person you're fighting against. Just send them so much love. I love you. I wish you so much love. I appreciate all your help. Da 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 da. Just let it go. Okay. Now do that again and give yourself patience and understanding and calmness. Give yourself love and joy and gratitude and peace and appreciation. And now place it in your heart and breathe. Yeah. The reason why you have health issues is because you're angry. You're angry internally because nothing is resolved. And it's not just this court case, there's other things that are unresolved. So you're allowing the emotions to trigger all this shit forward for you from your past, and it's still not resolved. It's just amplifying in you. There's an unjust you're trying to heal. And it's interesting, they're showing him up and down, side to side, but then this is connected. So it's almost like we need to break this and let go of this. You're holding too much emphasis to all of this stuff.
And then when we hang on to it for longer and then we add in the pharmaceutical medications and they're not working, then it doesn't work, right? Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Lots of God bumps and yawning going on here. Thanks for the great vibes. We have a beautiful black lab that was a rescue dog. She was 18 months old and really sore with arthritis. She is now doing really well and 7 years old.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's all just comes down to love. They just want to be loved.
Right? Right. That's all they ever want. All they need is love. Love is all they need. We got many dogs today. Yeah. All right. Anything about our little dog Snow? Hold on, Seraphina's just working on someone, so I'll come back. Canada Rumble says, loving how the two of you work together. It's because we're soul sisters. We just
I'm
get
so
little.
excited to meet you in person.
I know. We've never met in person. We've been on Zoom and online for so long and on the phone. And yeah, yeah. And Regina has tears and says, Seraphina, you're amazing. That was the one with the feet, with the burning from the previous life.
Oh, yeah. Does it feel better?
Yeah, I would assume so if she's got tears. Yeah.
Yeah, you could go into the dog.
Okay. And just any messaging about our little dog Snow. Okay, guys, we got about 15 minutes. We're going to wrap it up, just so you know. But go ahead.
The dog is sitting there going, what do you want to know? Not a big sharer. He's just like,
Any
it's like, I'm
messages
a
from
dog.
mom? Like, yeah, more
The
treats,
dog loves
please.
you. He's grateful
Yeah.
for you for allowing yourself to have him. I do feel like you guys were interconnected in a past life, but um, and the dog is sharing with me. It's almost like the dog is terrified of things that you don't even know. Like I feel like mice. Like if you put a mouse on the floor, the dog would be like, freaking run away. So I feel like there's things about your dog you still don't know yet, but that's just because it hasn't presented itself that he needs to show you. But I feel like he's got a quirky sense of humor as well. So yeah, you're doing a great job. Keep going.
D Payne's asking, can you see what is going on with my 85-year-old mother's thyroid showing up with geotry? I don't know what that is. That I have started working with. I had her with me 5 days after being unwell from it. GIOTRE.
Okay. I feel like part of it is this life. In this life, it feels higher up than the thyroid itself, even though it's interconnected. It has to do with that airway passageway. It's the past that's showing up more so than anything. And it's like, I feel like there has been inklings that your mom remembers this. I feel like your mom was like a bank heist person in her past life because I see a guy turn around and like shoot her in the throat, like right in the thyroid. So when that happens, you, I don't want to say the word wrong, aspirate
Yeah.
blood up, and that's what she's got going on in this life. So it's like aspirating up, if that makes any sense. Like it does to me because I'm watching it. She's sitting there going, and I'm just like, what the hell?
Fascinating.
It's really cool, some of the stuff that's showing up right now, especially that. Like it's really interesting. And I will say this too. A lot of people say, "Oh, guns weren't made before X amount of years," and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, that's only according to what you know. Because I've
Right?
told people about cars being in existence before whatever year they were built, and people are like, "Cars weren't built in that era," and I'm like, I beg to differ,
Right?
because you weren't alive
Absolutely.
to remember that to bring it here. Yeah, because it comes up. Whatever is shown is what I say.
Yeah. Tartaria. We used to be way more advanced than we are now. Everyone thinks we're so advanced now. No, but it's coming
Used
around
to,
to that. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, Mitchie, Lena, I'm going to just ask you one question. Your spirit team is always with you. Your guides are always with you. You just have to ask and then pay attention and listen. And do I have any negative entities attached? I get a
Again, I see it in a different way, but I feel like you're
yeah,
holding up good enough.
yeah. And we've got
I'm gonna go back
CN20.
into that one for 1 second though.
No problem. Go
There's
ahead.
a there's a female at when you were younger, there's a female that really you didn't resonate with. That's where you're holding the not good enough. This is your entity. This is your blockage. It's her. Her words and how she treated you is still affecting you, because it's like you compare those situations to what's happening now.
Awesome. No worries. CN2020 is asking, I used to eat lobster frequently until I was pregnant with my second baby, 1984, when I had an allergic reaction and passed out from it. From then on, I became allergic to several things. Can you get rid of it for me?
You're not meant to eat it.
Yeah. So not just
it affects
lobster,
the balance in your body.
right? Not just lobster. Now from then on, many things. So yeah, just whatever it is. Yeah. I wouldn't.
The lobster will stay. It doesn't matter if I heal it. If you're not supposed to eat it anyways. The other stuff for sure can be dulled down. Lobster affects your they're saying pH and sugar, and I don't eat any of that stuff anyways, but that's what they're showing me. It's like when you passed out, there's this connection in your brain with your equilibrium. It affects balance of that, and it affects your blood and your sugars and that. So no, you'll never be able to eat it again.
Yeah.
Even me, when I was sitting down to lunch and I vomited like in my mouth of people eating seafood in front of me, and I went, that's not good. I was pregnant.
Right.
Still can't. If I can't, I sit there. No, we're good. Yeah.
Awesome. And Krista Finta again, can you help me in any ways, or can you tell me any ways I can help my sister?
Love her and support her.
Yeah.
Encourage her to write out things that are bothering her about anyone and everyone. You don't have to read it. She just needs to burn it. That's where people think that they have to hold all this crap inside of them. Depression, anxiety, all of it. You're just holding it. Why do you want to hold it? It's not even yours half the time. We collect so much of other people's crap that we think it's ours. It's just a perception. This is why I love my new technique that's coming out. This perception that everyone brings in, that it's exterior to you, that's what's showing up to affect your body system. None of it is exterior to. It's just coming to the conclusion of why you're holding this thing that somebody else has more over you. And it's really just starting to write it down. I don't like this and I don't like this. Do it on a new moon or a full moon and burn the crap out of the paper. When you're done, you'll feel better. If you have diaries or journals where you've written stuff since you were a child, because we all know what that's like. Got any of those? Burn them immediately. That is holding you stuck in that energy. You shouldn't keep any of that stuff. If you have clients, anybody who has clients, and you write stuff on paper from your clients, get rid of it. Put it in the recycle bin as soon as you're done. Get it out of your house.
Absolutely.
You don't need to keep any of that.
Yeah. So Indy's got a good dog story, Indy. I'm not going to read it out because we're in a little bit tight on time. Jenna says, I've post-nasal drip that caused me to cough a lot for 50 years since I was 18. Is this related to a past life?
Yes, which I still feel like you have now. It looks like you have a crack here. And it looks like you have a deviated septum. There you go.
Awesome. And we have 17K ranchers. Can I heal my father with my presence around him on visits to a nursing home? I take him lots of organic food, fresh water, and do borax feet baths. Thank you so kindly. Yeah.
Get him to purge too. So if he's coherent and he can have a conversation, get him to talk to you. Hey, tell me about your past. Tell me about your brother. Tell me about your sister. Tell me about your best friend. And you'll see, like, people are very expressive with their face, right? NLP is that neural logistics program, and it teaches you how to understand facial features that go like, people do this all the time when they talk. They're like, oh, right. And when you hit the nail on the head of something that's bothering him about a certain person, he'll make a face, and then you can just go into that with him. Well, why that reaction? Tell me about it. Because now what'll happen is he'll start to purge the stuff that's stuck, and then he doesn't have to address it anymore. And he'll feel lighter, he'll feel better. And sometimes just connecting that one little thing into the next little thing, and then they'll start to tell you story after story after story, and all of a sudden they're feeling way better. So no,
Yeah,
keep going. He appreciates you being there.
absolutely. That's beautiful. About Snowy, thank you. Laugh out loud. He's afraid of strange objects and he has a great sense of humor. Yeah. Dolphin Dreamer says, thank you so much for sharing, sending so much love, and totally resonate with you both. D Payne says, thank you so much for helping us all. Love you. Indy, I was told I was a great helicopter pilot and crashed in another life. I said that it was a quick turnaround. He said maybe or maybe not. So anything for Indy? Any messages for Indy?
Don't be in a rush. I feel like you try to rush into things. That's not going to start. There's that helicopter pilot. That's that turnaround. When we are pilots, when we are paramedics in past lives, I need to run, I need to go, I need to save, right? That you'll drop everything to do something for somebody else. Slow that down a little bit. Hold on, do I need to do that right now? Right? Not everything needs to be a rush in a hurry just because you did that in a past life. It is about breaking those same circumstances and programs from the past, right? Those things will come back to teach us lessons. So let the lesson be, hold on a second, do I need to? And just slow that down.
Yeah, absolutely. Imagine Grit 63, is the blood in my urine they are finding serious?
I'm getting monitor it. I feel like you have a kidney stone. I feel like it's just where it's sitting is creating this. It's irritating. Do me a favor. They're just saying drink cranberry juice with a little bit of diluted with water. Drink that over. So if I won't say today, but if you take it one day, wait 3 days and take it on day 4. I almost feel like you just need to clean out those kidneys. Your kidneys are struggling. I'll do healing, but I still feel like you need to do that cranberry.
Yeah, awesome. And thank you for the $5, love. Mitchie says, wow, spot on about the female. That's my mother's words I'm dealing with. Thank you so much. Wonderful souls, truly talented. 17Q says, dad's heavily drugged, not positive, hates the nursing home, chronic pain complainer. Get him to tell stories because I think it'll shift his perspective. Yeah, that still resonates.
Yeah. Let him just bitch and complain.
Yeah.
You have to remember, like, if he's that old, remember this. Way back before you were born, they were not allowed to talk about anything. It's shut up, be quiet, suck it up, right? They weren't allowed to talk about. I have lots of clients who are not allowed to express their emotions as men. So let him complain. It doesn't mean you have to listen to it. That's the biggest thing that I want to share is let him complain. Oh yeah.
Just don't take
listen
it
to what
on.
he's saying. Don't
And
take
you don't
it
need to
in.
fix it.
Yeah. He's going to fix it all by himself. He doesn't want to be there because no one's there to pay attention to him. He spends a lot of time alone. That's why he doesn't like it. He'd rather be alone at his own house.
He was a slave on a farm, she says. Oh, it makes sense. That's how he's feeling. Now he's using his voice.
Yeah, let him complain.
Thank you, Tanya and Serafina. I so enjoy all you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got lots of thank yous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. D. Remo, any possibility to help with sleep apnea from a collapsed airway that closes when I relax? The apnea mask is obtrusive. Obnoxious is more what I came up with. Those are so rude. I sleep 4 hours max. Thank you.
You actually had lung surgery in the past life that was absolutely botched by like everyone. Do you have a sibling? Do you have a brother?
All right, one more and we're going to wrap it up. Debmon asked, ladies, there's a reason why I've been in so many car accidents in this life. My last one, 2020, was my trigger awakening. I believe I had a near-death experience.
So, and this is not to be insensitive, but this is just from your guides. The other ones didn't work to wake you up.
Yep.
They will. They'll just keep doing it till you actually just hit that point where it's like, did you pay attention? Did you learn the lesson? Hey, we're trying to get your attention. So
absolutely.
yeah, I feel like it is done. I feel like you've stopped that now.
Yep, you're there.
Gabriel was with you in your last one. Not that they weren't before, but he's showing me he's like in the car with you to make sure that you were okay.
Yeah. Deb says, laugh out loud. I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we often do know.
You're not going to die for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Not to hesitate. So yeah. And Kadafi, this'll replay, love. Don't worry. Yeah. Yeah. And that Diramo says he does have one brother. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where the lung stuff is coming from. You're letting him suppress you. It's like he's taking your breath away.
Yeah.
But it feels better now.
Good. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. And we're just going to show a little video. Hold on. Let me just get this sorted. Present. Dun, 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 dun. I just have to pull it up. Give me one moment. If anybody has any questions about Egypt, that's to be directed to me. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what I'm going to do? I am going to pull it from here. I'm getting stronger in every way. Let it all go. I've got all these hums and songs in my head right now. It just cracks me up. Yeah, I highly recommend everyone do a lot of humming. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. That's what we're here for. Go have fun. Get outside. I'm going to a powwow later. There it is. Yeah. How cool is that?
I've got goosebumps everywhere.
Yeah, well, I bought a drum. My girlfriend has it right now. But I bought a drum to, you know what? I'm going to post it afterwards, you guys. For some reason, it's not pulling up. I bought a drum from a drum maker, and it's so beautiful. And I don't know, did you see my TikTok? I'm sitting on there and I couldn't stop playing. I'm like, I was on there doing a little live. It was late. It was past your bedtime, I'm sure. And I couldn't stop, and I was just kind of giddy, right? And then I was doing drum cleanses. I was at a sound bath last night here in North Bend, and I was doing a drum cleanse on everyone as they came in, just to set that tone in their body. I'm like, there you go. Now go relax. Yeah, it's so much fun playing there. Christy was there last night too. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we're doing drums here for our retreat. So on the Sunday, we're going to bring in the shamans and the indigenous to make drums with everybody.
When's your retreat?
The last weekend in October.
Okay. And is it full?
I haven't posted anything yet. We just got all the practitioners lined up. So, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome.
But I will keep you posted as soon as Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we'll do 50, but I mean, if we got to change that, we will.
Yeah. Awesome. That's so exciting. So then we're getting into this whole common unity thing, right? Yeah. And that's what Egypt is about. It's about clearing, cleansing, common, getting everyone together and some common unity. And if you go to the website, you'll see the post there about that. And basically we're going into Giza, the Great Pyramid. We go into all the two chambers. So we get to go into the Queen's chamber as well as the King's, which I didn't get to go into last time, the Queen's, because you have to do a private to do that. Yeah. And we get to go into the Sphinx, and we're going into a secret chamber that is a healing chamber. And then we'll be going over to the Red Sea, and we'll be doing a bit of a cleansing there. We may explore there a bit. I keep getting this little niggle that there's something there to explore. So stay tuned for that. And then we're going to go up to Karnak and visit a very famous statue there. Sekhmet. Yeah. Yeah. So very exciting. Food's all included. Accommodations all included. Travel within, once you get there, is included. What's not included is your flight and travel and shopping. And so it's 7,777.77 Canadian. So it's like $5,000, and it's for like 14 days. So where do you get 2 weeks for that kind of price and an all exclusive? Show me, because I want to find it, but I don't think
Yeah,
so.
honestly, like that's the best deal. I've seen retreats for the same amount of money for 5 days. So
Yeah.
you get to
Yeah.
go explore, and we're going to do so many like really cool things as well as a group. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Be,
about
be
looking
ready to
forward to
cleanse and purge and integrate. So we're leaving time in there for that, right? Yeah. Yeah. And the energy in the sarcophagus. So let's talk about that pyramid. Let's do it. That pyramid is not just a pyramid. We were talking about this the other day because Michelle was going on about it. If you're still here, Michelle. The fact that the pyramid is so much more. It goes underneath. It is not just what you see above. So think obelisk, right? You see those obelisks? That's what the pyramids are like. So think of it so much more underground than there is up above. And also there's a lot of crystals. You talk about the crystals. I think you know a little more than I do on that one.
Yeah, so the crystals are embedded into the sides of the pyramid as well. So there's a lot of things even below. Actually, it's really hard to even go into the pyramid. Like they don't really let you. They'll let you go in the king's chamber, but exterior to that, you're only basically allowed to walk up and down this man-made steps they've created, I think, with this.
Yeah.
So it's very much touristy, right? Because if you actually go up to the pyramid, you're only allowed to step up on the first level. If you try to go anywhere past that, you will be asked to get down, because they don't want you to find the truth of this, right? They don't want you to hone in on the energy. They'll keep you away as much as they can. And Giza is very dense. It's very heavy energy, and it's for you to purge. There's many of us who've had lifetimes there that, the deception of what's actually transpired. They don't want you to know anything, so they'll create these persona and facades. So once you start to see past the veil and start seeing the truth, you'll notice that it is all energy, that they're interconnected to each other, that we are connected to them. The crystal energy that comes off of it is to nourish your body and flourish your body and allow it to expand further. And the more you allow that opening, the more you remember. Even from my own experiences, just touching the side of the pyramid was like instant knowing comes through your whole body, right? Because it's feeding into your electrical centers and your transmission centers and activating things. So even between Giza and Memphis, it was the same thing. I had mass awakenings of things I didn't even remember. As Cleopatra III, like seeing ceremonies, seeing, people walking in and out of places. And it was just like, holy crap, right? So this is about the remembering. This is about waking up. Everybody can have their own perception of what needs to happen, but it's going to experience it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And even 4 layers down, like they won't even tell you half the stuff, but you can actually, for anyone who's been able to explore the pyramids without actually going there, if you go to the very back of the pyramid and start walking down, there's stairs there. and not everyone is going to be able to access it. You have to be in that conscious level to get there. But as you start to move your way down, there's different things you can do at each level as you go down. And for me, the fourth level down, I can pull the hieroglyphics off the wall and start playing them with them and make magic. So this is all part of who we are, right? They just don't want you to know that, right?
Yeah.
Even in Memphis, it's like being able to see things that they're not showing you, right? There's a guy on, I think he's on Instagram. He's a archaeologist. Oh, I discovered this. Nah, thanks for the story. Right?
Yeah.
It's just not. You can see through the illusions that they want you to think that. It's not. It's not. Even when I was in the museum when I went, it was so interesting. I'm like, this is not even real. I'm like, these are all like remakes. Not hardly any
Yep.
of it was real. And they
So
left a
much.
few things on the second floor. They were like, "Oh, these mummies are being transferred over to the new museum." I'm like, oh, that's probably the only thing in here that's real, because you could actually physically see the body. Other than that, a lot of stuff was just recreated. So this trip is about, let's go show you. Let's go show you. Cryon talks about the Sekhmet statue. He says when you go into the Sekhmet room, there's this alteration that happens within your physical body. Some people can stay, other people have to go.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I was in there twice with her. I'm like, I'm gonna go back again. So I'm good. She's like,
For
bring
me,
it.
it was
Lots
going,
of, yeah.
yeah, for me, it was going into Tucana's thing in there, because growing up, I had this attraction to King Tut. I don't know. I watched all documentaries. I'm like, oh, and now I understand why. The moment I got in there, I'm like, this is beautiful. And they're like, no pictures. I'm like, I need a picture of that. I need a picture of the mask. Like I had to have it. So I just took video, so there was no flash. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's just finding a way around where your heart lies with all of this.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And it's such a, again, it's such a nourished land that, you know, even the Nile, right? And yeah, we can go on and on. All right, love. Egypt, here we come, right back where we started from. Well, one of the spots anyway.
I'm excited.
Oh,
I
love
hope you guys
you.
will join us.
Yeah, anybody that wants to join, reach out. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy. Good to
Thank you
see
so
you.
much, guys. Thanks, Tanya.
Yeah, no worries.